NBA Ben 10, we've seen go through a lot of ups and downs within the last few weeks. It started with us thinking he wasn't even alive. Let's be honest. It started with people saying he died twice and this and that. We didn't really know what was happening with Ben 10. Now, we've seen from that him DMing back and forth with not only his friends, but even Allstar Jr. Okay? Now, we got Allstar Jr. now being locked up by the feds. Let's start there, okay? So Allstar Jr. has been picked up by the feds. Detroit rapper Allstar Jr. charged with federal gun charge after Houston restaurant shooting. Now, family, this is Allstar Jr. in the midst of the moment, and it looks like the boy in the left photo is fighting for his life. I'm gonna be real. This photo right here, this don't even look like Allstar Jr. This look like a nigga who is like in that moment. Now, the photo to the right shows Ben 10, unfortunately, sprawled out on the ground, and Allstar Jr. taking a shot. Not talking about liquor, family, okay? So, let's see what we got here. Jeremy Ford, also known as Allstar Jr., is being charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm. Now, family, just so you know, if you didn't know, the firearm did not belong to Allstar Jr. In the midst of the squabbles, he picked up a firearm, and that's how he got possession of it. Investigators say the shooting happened around 11:23 p.m. on April 8th, 2026 at a restaurant on Kirby Drive in Houston. Now, initially, we thought this was a club, but it was actually a restaurant, okay? When officers arrived, they found one person inside suffering from a gunshot wound to the neck and another in the parking garage with multiple gunshot wounds to the hand and leg. Both were taken to the hospital. Now, family, the rumor is the guy who got shot in the garage multiple times was trying to get to the elevator where Jay Prince was already in, and it's rumored Jay Prince closed the elevator on him. He didn't make it in, and bro took some shots, okay? Now, police say a trail of blood led from the dining area to the elevator and into the garage. At the scene, officers recovered a Glock 43 handgun, a magazine, a holster, and multiple spent shell casings and bullet fragments. According to investigators, surveillance video shows Ford inside. Of course, Ford, again, being Allstar Jr., inside the restaurant before a group approached him, leading to a confrontation. During the altercation, authorities say several people appeared to grab his necklace and watch, escalating the situation. At some point, a handgun fell to the floor during the fight. Investigators say Ford picked up and began firing as people ran. One man collapsed after being shot while others fled toward the elevator. Authorities say Ford continued firing, including additional shots in the direction of another person who was running away. The complaint alleges, so you can stay with me, let me move it up. The complaint alleges Ford then returned to the injured man and fired additional rounds at close range while he was lying on the floor. If anything, this is where Allstar fucked up. Right there. This would probably be where he fucked up. Alright? Niggas done ran to the elevator, got on the elevator, they're escaping. He took back the Ben 10 and gave him another shot. Okay? At some point, the complaint alleges Ford then returned to the injured man who was injured by gunfire already and fired additional rounds at close range while he was lying on the floor. Investigators say he later pointed the gun again, but appeared to be out of ammunition. Thank God. Woo! Damn. That nigga was really trying to catch a body. God damn. The court documents also allege he struck the man with the handgun and spit on him before he left. Sheesh. So he pistol whooped. He ran out of bullets. He was so angry, he just pistol whipped the nigga and spit on him. Authorities said a third person believed to be a bystander was also shot but suffered non-life-threatening injuries. All right, so I didn't even know that. It was a third person shot. Hospital officials told investigators one of the injured victims had his finger amputated due to the gunshot wound and suffered severe leg injuries. Another victim, as of April 15, did not have feelings in his legs. Family, that's when we found out that the news of Ben 10 possibly being paralyzed is currently true. It is currently allegedly true. Another victim, as of April 15th, did not have feelings in his legs. And you know, I was wondering, because Ben 10 never addressed it. He said it was so much he wanted to say, but he can't say it because he's just a real nigga. He kind of posted that on his IG. But he has been coming forward, dropping videos. Let me get some of this stuff out the way. So let's check out Allstar Jr. No, I'm sorry. NBA Ben 10. Now, this is NBA Ben 10, of course, laid up. He's taking a photo. He's with his girl here. She's cut out, but we're going to show the video of him with his girl. And that is the other gentleman who had his finger amputated. Okay? Here we go. So, you got Ben 10 in the hospital with his girl. All right?
I love the fuck out of you. What the fuck, the NBA 4K trade? I lost a little weight, but you know, I'm back on my protein. You feel me?
This nigga calling a blue Fanta his protein?
Don't play with a real screen nigga like me. Man. I don't know, I really love the fuck out you.
All right. So, he got his girl with him, right? He's showing us some other videos while in the hospital. So he went live. Get in the lineup. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. This nigga a real street nigga, boy. So look, if I'm in a hospital paralyzed, nigga, I'm not this cool. Imagine, nigga just got paralyzed. Bro in this bitch bumping young boy, drinking a dirty Fanta, getting a lineup. Oh, hell no. Boy, he built, God damn. Yo. Nah, this nigga mad cool to be paralyzed, gang, just to find out. Like, you just found out. Yo. This nigga, like, he just, bruh. Let me break it down. Bro got, let's look at what bro got here. Bro got like some Oreos, crushed soda, Canada Dry, another soda, more Oreos, bullshit, Moe's, and bro laid up in the hospital, currently allegedly paralyzed. Man, I wouldn't be thinking about eating nothing but protein. Yo, nigga, I be telling niggas to pick my legs up. Yo, pick up my leg. I don't want my legs to get used to just being still. Yo, keep picking my legs up. We getting these bitches back. Like, keep picking it up, nigga. Like, how is bro just eating junk food and chilling? Like, yeah, man. This nigga built different, gang. This nigga here is built different.
You got a haircut. But you know, getting the facial, the fucking hospital. You haven't felt a banging, nigga. Feel the gunners. Scary ass. My skin looking good.
Yo, bro is laid up, paralyzed, still calling niggas scary ass niggas, man. Woo!
You know, the haircut. But you know, getting the facial, the fucking hospital. You heard me feel a banging, nigga. Feel the gunners. Scary ass. Oh, skin looking good.
Alright. Alright. We currently got Allstar Jr. locked up by the feds. But what do I think about that? When it comes to Allstar Jr. currently being locked up by the feds, I think they just really want Allstar to, I don't know, because doubling back and popping the nigga after he was already laid out is kind of crazy. If Allstar, of course, cooperate and just tell what happens, then, of course, we see him, you know, getting scotch-free away with this, right? I kind of do. Allstar Jr. has been arrested following the shooting of NBA Ben 10. I think Vlad even speaks about that because there was a rumor going around that Allstar Jr. was headed to Vlad to do an interview before it happened, but I think that's cap.
If I'm correct, and the blogs are reporting that he was on his way to California to do an interview with you.
Well, he was on his way to do an interview with Vlad TV, but not in California, in Detroit.
Oh,
so
shit, it ain't cap.
We had, the last couple of days, we had talked to Allstar J. I think you were involved in the process.
I was.
In terms of booking him to do an interview to talk about the whole situation. So we set a date, we set a time. It was going to be in Detroit. I wasn't going to be there. It was going to be remote.
True.
Right? So in that case, I try to do interviews in person, but I don't always get to do it. So in that case, it was going to be a remote interview. So earlier that day,
Nigga, Vlad was smarter than that, boy. You think I'm finna go sit down with you while you hot right now, boy? Ain't no way, boy. I'm gonna be on the camera. I'm gonna be on the little TV. You talk to the TV, nigga.
Had a conversation about some of the topics that we're gonna cover in the interview. And the conversation wasn't taped. So if the feds want any level of cooperation from me, I'm already not cooperating. Right. I'm gonna be pleading the fifth. I always protect my guests. I have a long history of this. If you look at, for example, the Keefe D situation, Las Vegas PD tried to get all my raw footage. I refused. There's a Jimmy Henchman situation where they wanted my footage. I also refused. I would lawyer up and I would fight situations like this. So I'm not cooperating on any level, and I'm not going to talk about what we talked about in our phone conversation. But the whole thing was we were setting up an interview for later that day. It was supposed to be at 7 o'clock Detroit time.
Yes, it's true.
So the studio was booked. My man Mafi set it up. You were involved in the process as well. Everyone was excited to do it. 7 o'clock rolls around. I'm hitting up Mafi. Yo, what's going on? Where's he at? Oh, and he's going to be there at 7:15. And he actually forwarded me a text message, which we'll show on the screen, from Allstar J, saying he's running a little bit late. It's going to be 7:15. All right, cool. 7:15 comes around.
So he is showing the text. He said 7:15. He'll be a little late right here. Be there at 7:15. It was 3:48. Actually, he told him way ahead of time. That's very polite. Be there at 7:15. Bet, close, yo-yo. All right, I guess it was closer to the time when he's throwing these messages up.
All right, cool.
What we got next?
7:15.
Calling him now. He's close. I'm not getting an answer. Last he texted, he said he'd be there at 7:15. I will call again. I don't get it. No answer, man. I'm texting him now. And you got, I think Vlad saying, shaking my head. 1 sec. Let me see what happened. Something had to happen.
Was around.
Because we talked all day. All right.
7:30, 7:45. Now we're not even getting an answer from him. 8 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, well, I guess we're going to cancel. You know, we gave a 1 hour grace period. I don't know whether he got cold feet or something happened, but at the end of the day, he didn't show up, so we canceled. And then I think maybe about an hour after that, I get a text from Mafi from Allstar Jr. that said that the feds picked him up, which is horrible. It's a horrible situation.
Yo, when the feds got you, the last thing I'm doing is like updating Vlad. Nigga, where's my fucking lawyers? Like, it's a lot of people on the list of contacting. Vlad is not one of them at this time.
But I could tell you that I hadn't.
Nigga, Vlad gonna find out when he open up Twitter. That's when Vlad gonna find out.
Absolutely nothing to do with that situation. If the feds wanted to pick him up, they probably would have waited once he got to the interview location.
Right.
And if they wanted more info out of him, they could have just waited for the interview to be done.
Well, the fact of the matter is they didn't know what the interview location was. That was all proprietary information that existed between yourself, him, Mafi, and I.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea any of this was happening. It's a messed up situation, but I am not working with the feds. I did not cooperate with the feds. I had no involvement in this. We had already booked the studio. I was looking forward to doing the interview, and then this situation happened. And a lot of these like blogs are saying, you know, Allstar Jr. arrested on his way to a Vlad TV interview, and kind of implying that somehow I had something to do with it. And I could tell you that I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
I don't think it's implying that he had anything to do with it. I think it's more indicative of Allstar Jr. making so many plays after this moment and just so happened to be getting caught up making a play with you. Family, we got to remember, this nigga Allstar Jr. done dropped a whole disc. And it's hard. I ain't gonna play it because I already got copyrighted for this, but this Mob Untied is hard. I'll play a quick piece, but I know I'm gonna hit the ad right here. I already knew it. Family, if you have not heard this song, we've already covered it, reviewed it, reacted to it.
These niggas crazy, I'll blow this bitch wherever. I love this Quake and I'll pull this shit wherever.
Nah, this shit is hard. I hate to say it. I heard this and was like, damn, I need to listen to more bro shit. Damn.
And some of the blogs are even saying that he was on his way to California.
He was not on his way. No, he was not
as if he was arrested on his way to the airport to come to see you.
No.
He
was already in Detroit.
Niggas, that Ray, what's his name?
Implying that's
and some of the blogs are even saying that he was on his way to California.
Yeah, that is him. Lee Daniels, whatever the dude name is that be on all the hip hop shit. I know that.
Not on his way. No, he was not.
As if he was arrested on his way to the airport to come to see you.
No. He was already in Detroit.
Yo, one thing I do give Vlad credit for is when he does these interviews with himself, he has people asking questions that the culture knows. This one he has Ray Daniels, I think that's his name. And the last one before this, he had DJ Envy. I fuck with that. Yo, Vlad is still innovating even after all this time, yo. No cap. No cap. All right, so NBA Ben 10 currently paralyzed, allegedly. Allstar Jr. currently locked up by the feds, but I'm really thinking the feds just want to know what happened. The problem with what Allstar Jr. did was he left a scene bloody, clapped up, and he ain't talked to no police. How? Nigga spoke to no police at all. The police see this nigga just taunting NBA Ben 10 on the internet. That's how they even find out what's going on. All right? All right, man. So that's currently all we got on NBA Ben 10 Allstar Jr. I will be here to keep you up to date as news progresses on the situation. All right, family? You already know